Mm-hmm.
All right, Marissa, thanks for joining me today. I know that you just got back from doing
My
an electrostatic spray, so that's kind of cool that you're helping out your clients and
yeah.
doing those types of things right now. So tell us a little bit about that. What exactly does that entail, and what'd you do today, and who is it for?
So we took care of Avenues to Independence, which is a company that just went on board last month for floor work. However, they have people with autism and problems. So they have apartment buildings for these people. And since we're not doing any of the floor work because no one is going there, they had an outbreak. Five of their members, nurses or staff, and five of the people that live there had coronavirus positive.
Oh,
So
wow.
yeah, so I guess they must have been trying to contact other vendors to try to get this electrostatic machine. Because when I talked to the person in charge, he said, "Oh, you guys do that?" And I said, "Yes, we definitely do this. You know, it's something that we are offering, and you could take advantage of it."
Great.
So he wanted it done right away. The problem was is that it's an apartment building. So how do you get these people on wheelchairs out of there for us to take care of? That was like a big challenge.
Right.
So we went in last week and we actually took care of like all the common areas first and their offices, stairwells, elevators. And then this week they were ready for us to go inside the apartments, which was it was freaky, but we did it.
Okay. So you guys actually went into their residences in this building and did each individual residence.
Yes, we did two
Wow.
appointments. We did one yesterday, and then because we had them wait the 6 hours just because they're living inside and they can't open the
Right.
window because it's so cold. We did the
Sure.
other one this morning at 9.
Yeah, I heard
And
it was snowing today.
yeah, actually it's in Park Ridge and they got like an inch and a half, I think. I was like,
Okay,
wow.
not ideal situation to be, have people leaving their facility like that
No,
on a day
not at
that's cold
all.
and miserable. I'm glad you're able to help them out and do that. So what about, I know, for a lot of businesses out there, it's been hard to get PPE, the gloves, the masks, the face shields, things like that. Have you had any problems getting any personal protective equipment, or what have you been doing?
Absolutely. Like no matter where you turn, no one has anything. So luckily we had some stuff, that we always store. I've been on eBay, I've been on Amazon and several other websites. I just checked this morning Uline, and Uline has the actual outfits that we need to wear, like the
Great.
professional. And they're very inexpensive. They're like under $20.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I'm
The
definitely
key
doing,
is getting them. That's the
yes.
problem. So, I'll just tell you what some of the other ones that people that I know in our organization are doing is that they're using the Tyvek ones. Typically it's a one-use outfit, but they are saying that if you actually use the electrostatic sprayer on the Tyvek after you use it, it'll disinfect it and then they can be reused because they are in such short supply. That's not something that they would normally recommend, but because they're so hard to come by right now, that at least that way you can use it a couple of times. So you can keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
Actually,
Worst case scenario, if you have to do that.
right. And I actually, we had a case, our neighbor across the street, we had like, they must have all had coronavirus because we had the entire force out here. And I saw once they finished going into their house, there were like at least a dozen firefighters, ambulances, and they all disinfected their outfits and then just folded them away. And
Yep.
I think they're reusing them. So
Because
what
they're in the same boat. It's in such short supply.
yeah,
That it's difficult to get them. And then if you go through them all and you don't have any left, then what do you do? So it's
then
better to use them than to throw them away, and then all of a sudden you can't get any replacements. So as far
exactly.
as your regular clients, I know with all the businesses that have shut down across the country, I know a
Mhm.
lot of the businesses that we clean for, health clubs and movie theaters, bowling alleys, restaurants, bars, all of those are non-essential. So they've closed all those.
It's closed.
And I know
Yeah.
you clean some things that are considered non-essential, but I think you clean some things that are considered essential too, so they're still operating. So that's
Yeah.
good news.
Yes.
What's the percentage of the customers that you have that you think have maybe closed down versus the ones that are remaining open?
I think it's probably half.
Okay, so about
Um,
50% of your business is
yeah,
still
yeah,
operating
it's
as
still
usual.
going.
Okay,
Absolutely, yeah. So, places like Ramsell had an outbreak last week, and we're trying to get in there to disinfect, but they just decided to shut down for the week. So they're not going to open until Monday, and we'll see what they say after that, if they still feel. And then the apartment complex in Glen Oaks and Des Plaines, I just found out they actually just purchased their own disinfecting, the same guns that we have, the electrostatic machines.
Right.
But they still want us to use their machines. They just want us to buy the product, which I thought was, thank God for that.
Yeah, that's
I didn't
great.
want to lose that business. I just don't know at what point, like, what do we charge them since we're using their equipment now? Do we still charge the same?
And we'll talk about that, and we can work through that, because if they're providing the equipment, it is a little bit different situation. If you still need to have PPE for that, but if it's an ongoing thing and we're doing it, once a week or something like that, then you don't need to have a full suit on, because it's just preventative. So just having a mask and gloves, that's more than sufficient at that point. So that's good. And I think we'll see in our industry that more and more businesses are gonna realize, this is a smart idea to do this all the time. For years we've talked about cleaning for health, but a lot of businesses are like, I don't want to deal with all that disinfection. I don't want to have everything wiped down and pay the money to have all the phones done and the computers on a daily basis or weekly basis. But now they're realizing, there really is importance to having this done. How many of your existing clients have kind of said, hey, we need to step things up and do more of the types of things that we suggested in the beginning, but maybe they decided not to because they were trying to keep their budget under control?
Right. Well, I've had things go both ways, because I've had ones that are saying, don't worry about doing this anymore. We don't care about that. Just disinfect, go around and just take care of all the doors and all the surfaces that are frequently touched. But what we're finding now is that people are pigs. We know that. They're throwing wipes, they're throwing like the masks, the gloves on the floor. And so now we're doing more work, because not only are we doing what we had to do, we're also disinfecting and we're picking up their mess. So that's something that obviously I'm going to have to talk to the management people there and try to add on a couple more hours, because no one wants to work for free, just to allow this, because we're seeing it outside and inside. Wherever we go, people are just throwing the gloves on the floor. They just don't care.
That surprises me, because they're trying to be conscious of being not infecting themselves, but if they're just throwing those around, then that's doing themselves and other people a disservice.
Like low life people sometimes that are living in these areas or working in these places, they just don't care about other people's health or safety. And it shocks me, because as low as people are on gloves right now, not being able to find a lot of that stuff, that's like, why are you throwing them away?
Exactly. Well, hey, our purpose is to help them and to help them be more healthy and be more conscious of keeping things clean and things like that. And in reality, I think, although it's been a little bit of a struggle, I know for some of our franchise owners, other ones have said their business has literally gone up, because they've been doing so much extra work and disinfection things, which is good. How many of these big disinfection projects have you done?
I've done several of them. 3 places, plus I did another one for a different franchisee owner. We did Catholic Charities, that was a huge building, but I was shocked at how fast it went. And, that machine is just awesome.
It is fantastic. We were lucky to be able to get 2 of them when this first happened. I wish I'd ordered 10 of them. I had, didn't realize what the demand was going to be. But
and the price jacking that they've had,
all over the place. It's crazy. You have the same product, the same machine on eBay. You can find it for several $1,000s more than what they normally
Unbelievable.
It's crazy. But it's supply and demand. People, if someone wants that machine, they're going to pay for it, and it's unfortunate that people jack up a price like that, because they see it as an advantage. And to me, I know there's companies that are out there that are charging ridiculous amounts of money for the work that we're doing, and for our clients, we have to be reasonable. We have to make sure that all of our costs are covered, and you're making a profit, and your people that are going in and doing extra cleaning are making a better wage than usual, because it is such an important process that they're going through. And it is somewhat
and I actually had an experience last week with the same one that we did today. The price that I gave them was a little more than, what I wanted to charge them, but it was just such a small area. And they were just absolutely like, so thankful that we were able to come out so quick and do it
Right.
immediately. And we just felt such like reassurance that they were going to be okay, that the rest of them were not going to get sick. And they thought the price we gave them was absolute, like they thought it was going to be way, way more.
Right.
So I was like, wow, that's good to know, because they must be shopping around. So they
Right.
probably know that this is very expensive. So it just made me feel like, okay, I'm not wrong in the prices that I'm giving then.
Exactly. I mean, and we're doing a service for our clients, and it's giving them peace of mind. It's letting them, like you said, know that they can come back into their building and that they're not
Yeah,
fearful that other people are going to get sick right away, and things like that. So that's so important.
yeah,
That's huge, and
yeah.
really, that's again cleaning for health. I think
Hmm.
a direction we're going to see our industry going. And
Yeah,
I think it's going to help it's going to help you guys as our franchise owners that are out there in the field on the front lines that are
yeah,
attacking things like this.
yeah,
It's going to help you to grow your business even more. So,
right.
what do you think about that? Like, about, when when this is, I'm not going to say over, but
Uh-huh.
when it kind of
Yeah, calm down a bit.
things get a little bit back to normal. I think we're going to be in a new normal. I don't think it's ever going to go back 100%.
No, no,
How do you
I
think it's going to affect your business? Do you think it's going to create more opportunity for you?
most definitely, most definitely, I'm probably going to have to add more hours or more people, because I know that disinfecting is not going to end now anytime soon. I mean, I think these outbreaks are going to continue and people are going to want safety. So we'll be able to add on more hours, more money. We just need to be prepared. It's like wherever we go, nothing is available anymore.
Right.
So, it's like stock up when you find things, because you need it. Not even spray bottles are available anywhere. And everything that stores have, I found out, are getting donated to, the hospitals and to these other
Right.
places that are in need. So you can't find things. But I definitely think it's opened up a new window that I never foresaw before as far as health and safety. It's a new standard that I think we'll have to address, because obviously what we were charging before to do the work we were doing, plus to worry about their health and safety, is going to create a higher demand, more money.
Right.
So I'm kind of happy about that, even though I'm sad about what is happening right now to the world. And hopefully this will get under control. But I don't think the world will ever see things like they used to. I think they're going to be concerned about desks getting wiped down really well, deep cleans, and they want to probably smell that disinfecting solution in the air when they walk in, and that's probably going to give them peace of mind. So that's
Right.
another avenue to advertise for us.
Yep. So is there anything that I haven't asked you that I should have asked you?
Well, no, I've noticed the places that are closed, we're still going in and doing deep cleans. We're
Good.
actually doing things that they have other people they're doing, like daytime janitors or whatever. They've asked us to take care of it, so we're actually still generating money, thank goodness.
Great.
And then as far as the disinfecting with the electrostatic machine, what I'm noticing is that after we disinfect, a lot of the times if you spray on glass or mirrors, that will like leave a residue, a
Hmm.
slight residue, but you can definitely see it. So it opens up another window for you to go back another time and just, to wipe things down and to get things
Right.
to look nice. So that was one thing that I didn't foresee before, and I had to charge extra money for, because I said it's going to take time. So we need to come back and, just kind of wipe this down once it's taken its effect.
Right.
Um, and one of the questions that I've gotten from some of the customers was, when we're spraying, because it goes in the air, it's kind of like airborne, because you can smell it anywhere, even
Mhm.
if there's an area that is not sprayed. But if the chemical is there, will it kill the virus? And I seem to think that it will,
So
right?
that's the great thing about the electrostatic sprayers is if you
Yeah,
spray the top of the surface, electrostatic means that it positive and negatively, the charges come together. And
that's
so
what
if you're
I thought.
spraying across the top of a table, it actually goes underneath the table, attaches to the bottom, and attaches to the bottom and all these surfaces. And that's why the electrostatic technology is different than if you're just using a mister or a fogger, which those are still good if that's the only option you have. But the
Right.
electrostatic sprayer is by far the best the best option.
Yeah,
And then of course you can always spray and wipe things. It's so time
right.
consuming. And then of
It
course
is.
then you're dealing with so many microfibers that you then have to go back and launder and
And
all those types of things. So that's a challenge
right.
as well.
Yeah, because we actually have one of those foggers since my husband does landscaping,
Right.
and he tried, spraying with chlorine and just water, and it was like everywhere. I'm like, this is
Yeah.
not something
Not
that
a good
can be
idea.
taken into the professional area at all.
No, no, no. And the electrostatic too, because that's such a fine mist. It's safe to use it around electronics and telephones and all those things. Which again, it
Yeah.
just makes it ideal to be able to walk into a building and
Hmm.
disinfect it, from top to bottom. And again,
Right.
give people peace of mind. Let them know that it's been taken care of um,
Hmm.
as they come back to work in that environment.
In that
So,
environment,
yeah.
absolutely. Yeah. Hmm.
Well, hey, I just want to say thank you for everything you're doing and your crews are doing. You guys are awesome. I know you guys are tearing it up, doing a wonderful job. And, thank you on behalf of Image One. Thank you on behalf of all the
Oh,
clients
thank
you're
you.
serving. And it's you guys. It's the
Yeah.
cleaning people that are out there on the front lines that,
Uh-huh.
in the past, no one realized what went into cleaning. And I think
No.
people are developing a whole new respect for
Right.
what cleaning people do and and
Hmm.
and and, and the challenges that we face because really
Right.
we are the frontline defense to
Right.
helping overcome this virus at this point. So thank you
Right.
for
You're
joining me
welcome.
today,
Yeah.
and thank you for all you do. You
You
guys are
welcome.
all rock stars.
I have one more thing I wanted to share real quick. Another
Yeah,
experience I also had a couple weeks ago is one of the places we service wanted to kind of like get a discount in cleaning since they're not fully operational. They only have a
sure.
couple people going in and out. And I said, I don't think you want to go that route. I said, because cleaning right now is very expensive. If you were to look for someone to come clean for an hour, you'd probably be looking at 2 or 3 times more than what you're paying.
Right.
I would leave the contract as is and just tell us when you want us to go in or not. But I wouldn't amend that contract because you're going to get very pricey. And
Yeah.
they're like, oh, forget it. We'll leave it alone.
No,
I'm like, I
that's
want
very
to
true because it's
on.
supply and demand, and I know a lot of competitors
Yeah.
are out there are charging
Yeah.
ridiculously high rates, and so we take care of our customers,
Hmm.
that are existing customers first, obviously, and then we've been getting phone calls from other people that aren't our traditional customers.
Right.
We'll still go out and service them, but our traditional customers that we have a
Customers
contract with are going to get first
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 service.
as us getting out there.
Absolutely.
It's
Yeah.
so time sensitive, and there's only so much equipment. There's only so much disinfectant and personal protective
Right.
equipment to go
Right.
around. So no,
Yep.
but that's a great point, and that's
Yeah.
that's a fantastic way to handle it. And
Hmm.
I'm really glad to hear that things are working out for you and for your franchise, and things are going
Yeah.
in the right direction. And
Yes.
I hate to say I'm excited about what the future holds because of this, but I'm excited for you guys because, like I
Yeah.
said, I think it's going to create a whole new opportunity in the
It
cleaning
is.
industry, and
It is. I
will
never
benefit
thought,
you.
3, 4 years ago when I joined Image One, I never thought that I would, if a crisis was to come down like we are now in the middle of a crisis, that by me joining a team of cleaning, that I would still have a job at the end where there's so
Right.
many people that are unemployed and just getting laid off, and we're working away like crazy. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, and that's true. That's a really good point, because one of the key selling points about our franchise is that it's always
Mhm.
been recession resistant.
Right.
In 2008, 9, 10, when the economy was at its worst, our franchise owners were continuing to
We're still
grow. They
continuing
were
to
continuing to
generate.
flourish. They never lost um, much revenue. There were some
Mhm.
clients that may have scaled back from 5 days to 3 days, but there's
Yeah,
all need for the service that you provide,
that we
and that
provide.
shows true now
Yeah,
more than ever. Because
right.
the businesses that are out there that are essential businesses,
Yes.
it's essential that they be clean, which is what made our business an essential business, and why we're allowed to
Right.
continue to operate and continue to go out and service those facilities, because
Yeah,
cleaning is so important. So really, it just proves now more than ever that the cleaning franchise is really one of the best opportunities out
it
there.
is. I mean, we're in the front line of danger. If anyone's going to get sick, it's going to be us. So consider us heroes as well, because I'm seeing the word hero here, heroes everywhere. I'm like, well,
Yeah.
we're true heroes for actually being in the middle of all this. But I thank God because there's a purpose in everything that he does. And if this is helping us to, then, you know, it's his will and let it be done.
Absolutely. Yeah. You know what? I don't think there's anything more that can be said than that. So that's awesome. And
Yeah.
thanks again, and we'll end it there.
Yes, thank you, Tim. Take care.